Today is March 10th, Monday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're taking a look at the 110K portfolio allocation. So a lot of changes as of late. If we look at the charts here, the Nasdaq is falling, S&P is falling, and I'd like to draw your attention if we add a simple moving average of a 200-day length. A lot of traders will look at the 200-day simple moving average as an indicator of a bull and bear market. We're actually seeing the S&P break below, and we're also seeing the Nasdaq break below the 200-day simple moving average. Does that mean we're just headed lower? No, it doesn't. But it's a pretty solid indicator to show market sentiment is not good right now. We're breaking below the 200 on both of these charts. So, what are we doing? People are panicking. I want to also draw your attention to the fear and greed index. Fear and greed index has us at extreme fear. Markets are panicking. People are selling. People are talking about selling out of their 401ks, pulling out of the market, and I think that's a mistake. We have healthy economic data to show and support that this market should continue to go up. It's going to be a high volatility. If we look at the VIX, right, we can see the VIX is toying at around 28. We like to see the VIX low, the volatility index, somewhere around 20 or less. I mean, ideally, these lows of around 14 to 12. The VIX currently at a 27, almost 28. So things are going to be choppy for quite some time. But to me, that strikes opportunities, and the opportunities that I'm seeing are as follows. And I'm going to go ahead and reopen Paint here, and I want to draw your attention again. If I have hopefully my drawing pad set up here. I've actually moved workstations recently, so yeah, I'm hoping this thing is going to work. It looks like it will. We're talking about the 110K portfolio. Okay. Now, if you recall from our last video, we have 100K here and 10K for stock picks. Okay, 100K, we're doing 40% in the Nasdaq. We're doing 35% in the S&P or VTI, Total Stock Market Index Fund. 10% gold, 10% TLT, 20-year Treasury, 5% cash. Okay. And where do we stand right now with this portfolio? We have 15K in NASDAQ. We have 6%, 6 out of 35, 15 out of 40. We've got 2 out of 10 for gold, 6 out of 10 for TLT, and we'll just keep this as not applicable for now. And then for the stock picks, we have 1K in AMD, 1.5K in Baidu, and 1K in Moderna. Okay. Now, today we're going to add 2,000 to Tesla after having a very dramatic drop from $488 high all the way down to $212, currently having a gap fill back to where it was on the election day. So this is going to be our new add for a position here. I think the risk to reward is great on that opportunity. Again, volatility is high. Things are going to go up and down, but I see it as a good risk to reward trade. And I also want to add to the NASDAQ here and to VTI today. So we're going to add 10,000 on VTI, and we're going to add 15,000 on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's down almost 15%. VTI is down almost 10%. These are good corrections, guys. These are good opportunities for us to buy the dip. We know that markets trend higher, and we also know that on a long enough time period, these things are going to go up and end up at new all-time highs in the foreseeable future. I think before the end of this year, Q3, Q4 will be a strong end to the year of 2025, and I can see us breaking all-time highs here. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to move back over to here, and we're going to start to buy into some positions. So first thing, VTI, if we're going to buy, and I'll get kind of my calculator here as well. If we're looking to buy 15,000 and it trades at around 274, we're looking at getting about 54 to 55 shares. So we're going to do a limit. I'm going to try to get this in extended hours if it's possible. We'll call it 274.5. We want 54 shares. And we're going to see if that's going to go through. We'll look at that in a minute again. And then the NASDAQ, we're looking at buying. I might have to change that to a good till canceled order because I'm not sure if it's going to let us get in during the after hours. It doesn't look like it will, so I'm going to actually just change this to good till canceled extended hours. That will fill likely in the morning. And then the NASDAQ, we're looking at adding. We said, sorry, we did a little math wrong on this one. Replace this order. We're looking at buying 10,000 VTI divided by 274 is about 37 shares. So we'll do that. And then 15,000 of NASDAQ. That was my mistake. NASDAQ's trading at 468. About 32, 33 shares. $33 at about 470. Good till cancel extended. Just hope that doesn't gap up in the overnight so that we can actually get the fill. And then as we talked about, we're going to add Tesla at anywhere around 215. So I'm just going to throw it at 215. It'll probably get a fill a bit lower. And we are looking to add 2,000. That's about 9 shares. Good till canceled extended hours. And that should do it for our portfolio updates today. So that will have us at around 30 out of 40% of QQQ allocated. About 15 out of 35 on the VTI, which has plenty more room to drop here, I believe. GLD is at all-time highs, or very close to it, so it's hard for us to buy any sort of a dip right now, so we're going to hold out on that. And then TLT has had a good up move. There is opportunity if this dips any further. If we go risk on, I can see TLT dipping, but no opportunities right now to add to that position. So yeah, we're getting our portfolio allocated here, some good opportunities. This is what we're going to do, and we will talk again when we have another update. Hopefully this keeps dipping because it gets us more opportunities to buy at cheaper prices. It's really the way that I look at it. I really like this NASDAQ correction here, down about 14-15%. So we're going to hang tight. We're going to add to these positions, and we're going to see how things play out. So thanks for watching. We will do another update as soon as we have something to update on, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.